Hello my loves and welcome to another speed build video. I hope you're all having an amazing day and I hope you had a good weekend. So today we are building a modern farmhouse and I'm really excited about it. It took me a while to build because it's kind of, I don't know, it's things that I build a lot. Like I build modern things in farmhouses, but combining the two was interesting. And I changed the lot that this build is on about a dozen times. So eventually it will end up on a different lot in the video. And I did cut out a section of me moving it multiple times. And also it ended up getting cut that like the wallpaper that I chose on the outside ended up not getting recorded, and placing the fencing on the outside and a couple pieces of landscaping didn't get recorded because I was just having a lot of difficulty with the placement of everything because I couldn't figure out what size lot to put it on because I wanted the garage and I wanted there to be like some kind of driveway coming up to the garage, and but not like a lot of yard space because I wanted it to be modern and be smaller, and it took me a while. So eventually you will see a cut where we are on a small lot and there's already a driveway and some fencing and stuff. But first off, we're starting with building the shell, and I did have an inspiration picture, but I don't think I know I saved it, but I'll have to find it, and I'll have to learn how to put things on screen because I don't know how to do that. So it may or may not be on the screen, I don't know. This bump out over here ends up being the garage space, and it ends up being a little bit bigger because the house was not big enough. See, the door that I wanted to use was this one from Snowy Escape, and it does fit, but I wanted there to be space on either side, so we make the house a little bit bigger on that side. We get a back porch over here, a front porch, and then a side porch on the other side over there. There does end up being one, the one that I just removed, there ends up being one over there. And then this house has space for... I just had to stop and restart this voiceover because I forgot to take notes on what this house was, like how many simoleons it cost and where it was built and everything. So I have my notes now, and now I can talk about it. I also cut out a section where I added like a trim to the roof pieces on this build, like at the bottom, the first level roof pieces, because it just looked wrong and I ended up deleting it, and it took me a while to do it to begin with, so I just cut it out because this build was a little bit lengthy. But anyway, so this build is built at it ends up being on 14 Nettle Street in Copperdale. That ends up being the lot that we put it on in the end. Also, I cut out some of the window fussing because I looked for so long for windows, and so I just cut out the looking and cut back to when we chose windows. So like I was saying, this is built on 14 Nettle Lane in Copperdale. It is a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom house, and it comes at 114,607 simoleons, which is a lot. It's not a cheap house, but it's not like ridiculous. It just is a very big house with lots of tech and a lot of rooms. So it does also have an office, and when we get to the different parts of the house, I will explain who I imagine this build for, like who lives in each room and what their hobbies are and stuff. But first, you just saw where I ended up not recording the moving to this lot because I went through like 4 or 5 different lots before I landed on this one, because I wanted to build, like I wanted a lot that was wider than it is long, and I wanted it to be in the right area, and then I was messing with fences for so long, so I just cut all that out, and it ended up I ended up not also recording the choosing of the wallpaper and me swapping the orangey yellow wood tone of the porch items to the black. So this is the kitchen, and this whole house is minimally cluttered. Even outside is not very cluttered at all. And especially like Wednesday's build that's coming out that I just finished today is very, very cluttered. But this is pretty minimally cluttered. Again, I explained in a video a little while ago that I'm still trying to adapt my build style to recording, or the other way around, adapt recording to my build style. So I've been trying to do like more minimal things, and learn how to record properly and what to record, what not to record, and things like that. So my builds right now are not up to my standards for my own builds, but I think that they are getting better. I think that I'm slowly getting more comfortable with recording and what to record and not record and stuff like that. That was a very long pause that I did not cut out of the video. I did not notice that. I don't know what I was doing there. That was a very long pause though. But the kitchen does end up having this orange wood tone countertop. I thought it perfectly matched the color scheme I wanted to go for in this house, which is this orange wood tone, black, white, and then like blue, which is why I picked these blue curtains, because I knew what couch I wanted to use, which ends up being a sectional from Dream Home Decorator, and I wanted to use the like blue and orange, blue swatch with the orange wood, so that's why I chose these countertops. And like I'd already chosen the wood color for the outside and the inside and stuff, so we did that. So we get a little bit of clutter. We get these cute little shelves up here because I felt like it just needed something, but I didn't want cabinets on every single wall. So we get a little bit of clutter. I do, before I take the screenshots, notice that soap that's in the middle of the sink that I forgot to place. So that does move to the side of the sink. I just didn't notice it till I went back to take the screenshots, and I'm sitting here looking at it while recording this voiceover on the video, and it's driving me nuts. Like, autty, move the soap dish. Didn't notice it. I did try to place this plant, but it had a harsh shadow, so I just went with the basic one that I use a lot because they just fit really well. And then we get the table from Tiny Living, which if you're ever looking for this table, it is in the miscellaneous surfaces section. We get a couple of chairs underneath it also from Tiny Living, which I alt place. If you place the chairs like this, and then you can alt place and then take away the snapped ones, because I wanted them closer to the table, which your Sims can't sit in these, but that's fine. It's just for looks. And then I don't know if I record putting the trash cans down, but we get 2 trash cans on the little thing. And then here I'm moving on to the living room. Now this is the most cluttered section of the house. Ends up being the cabinet space behind the couch. And I put a bunch of clutter up there because I thought it looked really cute. So here I am messing with the cabinets, and we do just get a bunch of cabinets behind the couch. And I think it looks really, really pretty, and I think it just adds something to this living room because I didn't want the couch against the wall for multiple reasons. One reason I didn't like the way it looked, but also I just wanted something else back there, like some more clutter and texture and such. And then I put this wood that we have outside on this wall for a little more texture. And then we get a chair and a lamp, I believe, the tiny living lamp, which we also end up in the parents' bedroom, which is right above this. So that might look a little strange to have it like right above each other on each floor, but it looks cute in each room, so it's okay. So we get a plant here, and then we get a dining table in this room, and then the space behind the living room is the garage, and I forget about the garage until the very end when I am like finished building and I'm looking at everything to make sure it's all done. I realize that the garage is empty, so we do go back and we fix the garage a little bit at the end of the video. We fix the garage. I used this rug from the Decor to the Max kit because it had like the orangey tones and the gold tones that it has on it that kind of match, and then it has the same like blue that the couch has, and I thought it looked really cute. So here I am decorating the shelving behind the couch, and I just put some plants and some candles and I think a couple boxes, maybe? I don't remember. I built this a while ago. I think I finished it like 4 or 5 days ago, so that wasn't that long ago, but a basket. So let me tell you a little bit about the parents of this build. I do think that one of them is very into gardening art and candle making. I think that those are their absolute favorite activities. I think that they really love hobbies and things, but those are their absolute favorite things. I think that they do work as an artist. So we make the garage kind of into the little art space for them with a bunch of easels and canvases, a canvas storage, and a candle making station. I also did right here cut out the hallway because I felt like building the hallway, but I was feeling a little tense about recording. So that I didn't record, but the hallway has some seating under, like fake seating and like storage underneath the stairs. And then we get that cute little laundry space in the hallway too, which is supposed to look kind of like a sliding door that opens and closes, but I left it only one tile so you could access the washer dryer. And then we do get a hamper in every room. I know the parents have a hamper or two, but I think the kids' hamper is in the upstairs bathroom that the kids use, but this is the other parent's office. And I kind of get the vibe, I don't know if you will agree, that maybe they're like an architect or something, because they have this really nice house and it's like, it is super modern. That was my goal, was to make it modern. And like, if you can notice, I used this hexagon flooring from Eco Lifestyle, and then on the decks I used the hexagon stone from the Star Wars pack Batuu, Journey to Batuu, which has really good like build assets, but everything else about it is kind of iffy. And I like the like collectibles; those are also really cool. But so I think that the other parent, who I think is the mom, I think the dad is the gardener, artist, candle maker, and then the mom is an architect, and this is her office. The kids each have a desk in their room. This is not for them. I get the vibe that they are not allowed in this space because the mom wants it to be like really professional and really just for them to work in, and it's their space. The kids were allowed to like do whatever they want in the rooms, but this is the mom's space. They are not allowed to touch it. They're not allowed in here. They're not allowed to use her computer. It is her space. So this is the mom's room, who is an architect. And then, like I said, the dad gets the garage. I also cut out the two of the three bathrooms. I did not record the parents' bathroom or the downstairs bathroom, but I recorded the hall bathroom upstairs because it's the biggest bathroom. And the other ones you'll see in the screenshots, they're just really simple bathrooms. I just recorded the most interesting one. This is the parents' room, and I wanted to use the bed that matched the couch downstairs. And then we get this like built-in wardrobe area over here with a bunch of Dream Home Decorator items, and we do the same thing we did in the hallway downstairs with the washer dryer, where we do this little window here, and I just really love it. We get some clutter in the closet. I couldn't remember what it was called. I was trying to think of the word wardrobe, but closet works. We use these mirrors and make the back of the closet mirrored, and I think it looks really modern and sleek and just really pretty. And then they get a mirror in the corner of the room too, partly because I didn't think about there being multiple ears, but mostly because I needed something over there and a mirror made sense to me. And then they get a dresser under this window to the right, and I think a plant, and that's about it. I think that's it. I think that's all that they get in this room. But so I'm trying to pin down my train of thought. I'm really excited about Wednesday's build. So if you watched last Wednesday's build, which was a plant lover's apartment, it was for a pair of aunts and their nephew that they are now raising, who was a toddler. And Wednesday's build that I just built today is the house, the cottage that I mentioned wanting to build for them. So that is coming on Wednesday. It might be Thursday. I have a lot going on. We're getting ready to move. We're trying to get this apartment that we really want, and I have a lot of appointments this week. So builds should still be going up on Wednesdays and Saturdays, but they might get a little delayed, kind of like this video was. This was supposed to be Saturday's video, and it's going up on either Sunday or Monday. I'm not sure when yet, because I just did not have time this weekend. We looked at an apartment, and then we had, we took all of our kids who are all animals. They're our fur babies and my support animals. We took them to get vaccines, and then my husband was home all weekend because he's off on Fridays and Saturdays. And so I just did not have time to do this voiceover before. So that's why this video is late. And I am trying to do things pretty consistently, but things might be a little late right now because of them trying to move and the packing and the appointments and everything. But builds will still be going up. Streams are still on hold until we move and we get set up in the new apartment, because I just don't have the mental capacity to deal with so much right now, and something had to give, and unfortunately that something had to be streams. But streams will be back with a new schedule and a new background, starting hopefully in like 2 weeks. But until then, I hope that you will accept YouTube videos instead. And then when streams come back, we'll be having streams and YouTube videos. So let's get back to the build. This is the oldest teens room. And they love video gaming. And I think they want to be a writer, though, is their main thing that they want to do. So they have this laptop that I think their parents bought them because they just wanted to be a writer, and their parents were like, well, we'll get you a laptop so you can write. And I think that they want to be a journalist specifically, like not like a book author, but like a journalist. And I do think that I forgot to record me cluttering up a dresser at the foot of their bed, so you'll see them in the screenshots. I'm sorry it's not in the video. I did not realize until right this second that that didn't get recorded. This is the second teens room. I think they are a child about to turn into a teenager in like a day or two, so they're like a preteen in real life. So they have this like pink room. I haven't used this bed yet. I think I've used the bed, but I haven't used the swatch. Maybe I haven't used the bed. I'm not really sure. But I wanted to use this bed and go off it for the color scheme. So they get this desk from Paranormal. They get a wardrobe over here from high school years, and then I move the door over and we get a mirror and an ottoman in this little corner, and I think we get a plant above the ottoman, but I don't really remember. Again, it is a minimally cluttered build. There is some clutter in each room, but not an insane amount. That like a ridiculous amount. But there is some in every room. So we get some books and a lamp above this. And then we do the bathroom. Did I not record the greenhouses? They're very sparsely decorated. One has some planters in it. One has some plants. And then another has a flower arranging table and two like of the bonsai, are they called bonsai trees? The little bushes that your Sims can like cut and get the flower arranging skill. They've got two of those in there. But I guess I maybe cut it out. Do they look decorated? They don't look decorated. Are they decorated? I don't remember. Again, I've just been so busy this last week that I kept working on this house and forgetting to press record, because I was just trying to get the house done, and I kept forgetting that I was recording it. This is the upstairs main bathroom that the teens use. The parents have their own bathroom. So we get this cute little shower area. I say cute so much. With a window and a little seat in there. And then the rest of the bathroom is two sinks, the toilet, of course, a plant, some bathrobes, and like a shelving unit. I love this plant in this shower. I think that it looks really cute in a shower space. Also, I was thinking after we get an apartment. We're hoping to get the one we're applying for on Tuesday. We're hoping to get that one. It's our top option, really our only option. We don't really have a lot of options that fit all of our needs, but I think I might do a build my own apartment thing, and like build the apartment and decorate it in my dream way, because I think that could be really fun, and I'm really excited to have our own apartment again, and just our own space again. And I'm really excited for that. I really can't remember if I do the greenhouses on cam or not, or if they got missed. This is the front porch. We're just putting some plants, and I put a mailbox, and then we grab some trash cans, and then later I get a little seat on the porch. I did record the greenhouses. So this is the one with the planters. I didn't plant anything in them so that you could plant whatever you wanted to plant in them. This is the one with all of the just plants randomly in it. And then eventually I realized that I can't re-click anything that I place down. And so I realized that if I go to the first little level where all the walls are down, that I can freely place items and pick them back up. So that's why the roofing is down and you can't see the greenhouses right now, because I couldn't pick anything back up after I placed them under the roof. So I started to put some more planters in here, but then I end up realizing that I want the trees and the flower arranging table, so we get that. And then I think that the last thing we're gonna do is, and I did cut out a lot of the landscaping because it was just a lot of the same and I felt like you didn't need to see it for this build. But then I realized we did not do the garage, so we work on that after we place this grill right here, because I just felt like it was a fancy house. I needed a fancy grill. And then we move. This is where I realized that I didn't put terrain paint down everywhere, so I needed to place a little bit more terrain paint. So you could see here all the landscaping I did. I used this landscaping to match the surroundings of the world, and so it kind of like fits in with the world around it, which is Copperdale. And then here I'm looking at everything and moving their hamper, and then I realized that we didn't do the garage. So the garage, like I said before, is the dad's space for his art, his storage, and his candle making. So we start off with these counters here, but we do get rid of some of them and put the candle station over there. And then here are his collection of easels. And I don't feel like this is like a garage space. I feel like maybe they built it to look like a garage, but they wanted it more to be the dad's workspace so the mom could have the office. So I think the dad also likes skiing. I think the whole family likes skiing, so I put this like ski clutter up here because I was trying to give them some more hobbies. And then here we get the candle making station, and that's the end of the video. We also get a sink down here too, so he could like wash his paintbrushes and stuff. So this is the end of the video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you will like this build. Please like and subscribe if you'd like to, and I will see you guys Wednesday with that cottage. I love you guys so much. Have an amazing week. You're doing amazing, and I'm proud of you. Bye. Enjoy the screenshots.